And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie as we begin Thursday.
Man, it is not supposed to be Thursday. I've been messed up for 2 days.
I think a lot of people have with that extra day. Well, really, it was two to a degree. Some folks got two, some got one. But anyway, when you have a Tuesday off, it really messes up the week of not knowing where you are and what you're doing.
Yeah, and worked every day this week, so I don't know why it felt like it was a day off.
Yeah, you didn't get one, did you?
But, you know, I don't get that extra holiday pay neither. It's just, it is what it is.
Go right on. Pull your bootstraps up and go.
Hey.
We reported earlier that there was a fire on Highway 494. As we dug deeper into this, they've not been able to find the fire.
Yeah, so they've still got a couple of crews out there now that's looking, but unable to find anything that could be a trailer that's on fire. So at this moment, have not found anything out there. So
now this was a loud boom that was heard from Highway 494. How far, Odie?
Out towards Martin. So it's a good little chunk. Could be fireworks. Don't know. But haven't found anything being any type of home trailer, camper trailer, anything like that at this time. So.
Well, it's been a strange morning of several things being reported that after officials arrive on scene, they can't find it. Also, I reported a wreck earlier this morning on I-20. Still looking for that. Wasn't there. Last night, yellow? Yeah, there's a tree down over here on Confederate Drive. I ain't seen no tree. Where's the tree at? They woke everybody up to go cut the tree off the road, and it wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
Unless a magical fairy come by and that could happen. Somebody could have come along with a chainsaw and cut it up faster than anybody else.
It could have, but and now in the back of my mind, now you know I've got my other senses and suspicions that are rising, and now the emergency management side comes in going, okay, so now we're in a heightened level from what we normally would be because of that.
Right.
It kind of...
I think it boils down to this. A lot of times we've talked about this before. I've seen it happen to where if you want to do something over here, cause a distraction over there.
That's right.
So we don't know if there's something that went on over here or not.
Yeah, still looking at that. Also timing. So we are now in a little bit higher level of caution, I guess you could say.
Speaking of caution, let's go ahead and get to one of our lead stories. Yet again, Odie, another armed robbery overnight. This would happen Highway 19 at College Park at the Exxon station. Now, again, this is the Exxon station that has been robbed frequently. They're coming in armed with a gun, and we've got video from this. This happened at 2:20 a.m. this morning, and you truly feel for this young man who's just doing his job, trying to earn an honest living.
Yeah. Let's
pull this up where everybody can see this. Again, this is the Exxon Highway 19 before you get to San Marcos, right there at the red light by the welding shop.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's play this. Here's the gentleman. He's walking up to the cash register. This gentleman has just walked in. You see he's standing patiently for him to come in, and he walks up, and out comes the gun on him. This is armed robbery. He's handing him the money over.
I wouldn't have pulled a bag out from underneath that counter.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if there was money in it or just something to put it in. We're unsure. We don't know how much money was taken. As you watch this, I mean, he's making him put it all in. The only thing he didn't get was the change. And then he runs over to call 911 at that point. The Meridian Police Department did arrive. What we do know at this point, it was a tall black male that walked out. Again, Odie, on foot. They're not using vehicles to rob anymore.
No.
And headed south on Highway 19, that would be toward the airport.
You know, there's only one way to fix this. And you can read between the lines, because that's what it's going to take. This is not going to... Y'all remember Duck Dynasty? And...
he held them until they arrived at his house.
But, you know, they asked him about 911, and he said, where I live, I am 911. Well, you want to fix this crap, and you better turn around and start having that same mentality. I'm 911.
Somebody is going to get hurt. Let's add this up. We have had 5 bank robberies armed, 5 of them. Yep. We've had 2 tobacco stores armed robbery. That's 7. This makes 8, all within recent weeks. Is there a tie into all of it? I would say most likely. Do they probably have some suspects? Probably, that we don't know about. It's an investigation. They don't tell us everything they know. But this is becoming more and more common to us. Yeah. And it will get to where you go, oh, well, that's just another robbery. And we don't want that. Every time we release information on this, we need you to be on high alert, pay attention. Is there something suspicious? If you were going into work last night early or passing by and you saw something, tell police what you saw. We need these people captured.
We've got some great officers out there working. We've got great investigators. And I promise you, they have been busy and they've been doing a lot of work that you really don't see a whole lot of, that are doing some good things. But they cannot be at every parking lot, at every bank, at every store, waiting for somebody to come do something bad. These are men and women who also have a life outside of work, where they have a family. And so they've got time that they need to spend with their own selves. So they can't provide 24 hours service to every store waiting for somebody to come in and rob it.
But let me take that a step further. A lot of this goes back to, if you've got a leader that doesn't know what they're doing, let's just call it the way it is. If you've got leadership that doesn't know how to handle situations, it's kind of like preventive maintenance of changing oil in your car. Yeah. If you don't do that every so often, you're going to keep driving and, well, it's going to cook and it quits. We don't have the leadership to know to where to put police officers. These guys can only do what they're told. They have the ultimate level coming from the mayor's office down. They can't do anything more, and that's where our problem lies. We have to have preventative maintenance at this point, or we're going to lose it. It's just nonstop. We've got so many things going on in our city right now. We have so much to be proud of, but we've got to draw the line and get this fixed. Now, we've got 2 more years of this administration. Apparently, it's not going to change the way it is. I don't have the answer. Does anybody have it?
It's going to take the community coming together.
Whew.
and showing up.
City council meetings.
To city council meetings, showing up to different meetings, having their own town hall to come up with questions that need to be answered. It's going to take everybody coming together and demanding change be made.
Well, Odie, and think about this. Right now, as we point out, we've had 8 robberies, armed robberies. What happens when all of this doesn't? No one's been hurt so far. What's going to happen when someone's 18-year-old, 19-year-old, or a 30-year-old father of 1 or 2, or mother of 1 or 2 is killed by these people? Who is going to be the one to go look at it and go, well, I'm sorry. Well, you could have done more. We don't want that call have to be made to a loved one in our city that someone's life was taken for some mere dollars. We got to put a stop to it before it gets out of hand.
I mean, what's to say that next time this fella's not in a store trying to rob it, that some innocent person, oh, I need to stop and get something from this store, and walks right in.
Yeah.
In the middle of this robbery, and this guy, is he going to freak out?
Well, let's move to our next story of another robbery that happened yesterday, armed robbery. Now, there are some things that don't quite add up with this as we pull this up, but this would happen yesterday in the 200 block of 5th Avenue. As we're told, police responded to a call that came in of an armed robbery to where somebody entered a home at gunpoint, stole an iPhone and a PlayStation 5. Now, that's not a lot of big products, but it was something stolen at gunpoint is what we're being told.
Inside a home.
Right. So could this be your home next? Yes, it could be. We don't want you accidentally walking in on something. I'm not trying to put fear in anybody. We're trying to advise for your safety is what we're doing. I don't want anybody to take this wrong of how we handle and tell you what's going on. It is for your safety. Someone who is prepared for something is not caught off guard. And if you listen to our program, you'll know the areas of where things are happening.
So I am a shop at home, shop at in your community kind of person.
Yes, sir, Bob. We believe in the small business.
Believe in it. But I don't see a whole lot of this around. But let me tell you, it's time everybody gets cameras.
Yes, sir.
In and around your home. They do not cost a bunch of money.
Right.
But now, if you're going to go get one that's grainy, then just don't go get one.
And also, as you and I were talking before we went live, put this to where it's eye level and not way off to where it's even if you have to hide it, you can get a better shot of people that are coming to your counter where they would have an arm. Put it to where we can get a good visual of people.
And outside, where did this fella go? What better way? Well, yeah, he came out the door and hung right, but did he go around back and then circle back
That's
around? Right. So look and see which way he went with cameras. Start putting cameras out. I've got my eye on a set of cameras. 6 of them is going to cost me about $180.
No, that's not bad at all.
With good cameras. So.
Now, I had someone point out, and Austin, I think you're probably right. I wasn't thinking right there. The cost of the phone and also the PS5 that was stolen is a couple of $1,000s. I didn't look at it that way because, a lot of times a store is robbed and they only get $200.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
They can go sell this for just as much as they took that.
So now a felony.
Yeah.
And you've got someone scared to death. Terry says 13-year-old cousin had a 4-wheeler stole at gunpoint yesterday in Cuba, Alabama.
I got a report of that, and I had spoke with Ward last night, and we found out that it did not happen in Lauderdale County, and I have not had a chance to move to Cuba, but Cuba's where it was, gunpoint yesterday.
So it's not just here.
Right.
But until everybody starts standing up, it's going to continue to grow.
We got more on the way as Scotty Ray and Odie start your morning. Meridian, Mississippi is where we are. How's it in Newton? How's it in Philadelphia today? Quitman? Yeah. Scuba? Where y'all at?
Clark County, we got to check on y'all.
Yeah, we'll be right back to do all that.
I'm Nick Lisi, and I'm running for Justice Court Judge of District 1. Justice Court is the people's court, and I've been serving the people of Lauderdale County for 30 years. I grew up here, and now having 4 kids of my own, the future of our community matters to me. On August 8th, remember, vote Republican, vote Nick Lisi.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian.
My mama said I need a truck because this lawnmower's the devil.
Buddy, we can do it!
Need a truck?
We can do it!
Need a van?
We can do it!
Need an SUV?
Buddy, we can do it!
Need some luxury? We've got you there too.
We can do it!
At Interstate Auto, we can do it.
Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie. What are we finding out about Portable? What was going on there?
Baby Doug said that the birds are out tweeting and singing and having a good time, and the coffee is hot. So, Baby Duck, enjoy your coffee.
Ooh, Bruce, Mississippi, joining us this morning. Miss Janet watching from there. Also, we've got Colorado, Janet Riddle joining us as well from there.
Man. We got some people all over Clark County. Y'all check in. We know Barry's out there watching.
Townsend, Mississippi.
Man, look at there.
Glad to have y'all with us as well today. Kind of
That's
quiet in Townsend. I hadn't gotten any reports of anything going on there today.
So let's see. Ken said, Meridian Police Department know who is doing the crimes. I see convicted felons post guns and drugs on Facebook all the time. Me and my family left Meridian 5 years ago. You know, I hate to see you go, but when it comes to protecting your family,
You got to do what you feel is best
you've got
for your
to
family.
do what you feel best. I hate that
You moved off?
you moved off.
Yeah.
But there's Deanne checking in from Clark County.
Good morning. Good morning.
Town's watching.
Now, we don't have a lot of details on this. I've put in a call to Sheriff Jody Pennington. And again, this falls in the city, and this would be under the chief, and I haven't got a hold of him yet this morning, but we do have reports of a shooting that took place in Newton overnight. This would be in the 300 block of Violet Street. We're waiting to get more information on that this morning. Hope to find out that before too long. Hopefully nothing is life-threatening, but we have had a lot of shots fired and things going on in Newton. Oh, for the last year, it has been escalating there. I get reports consistently from the Newton area.
Yeah, and hoping that they curb it before it gets too bad. Mark watching from Pensacola.
Yeah, we do appreciate David Lee and his family joining in. And we got us an anniversary here. Look at here.
An anniversary. Wow, 60 years. That's awesome.
George and Lexi Dean, 60 of them today holding hands. We congratulate y'all. Hope
That's
it's
it. Congratulations.
got another birthday also. Two of them there.
Yeah, so Jennifer Stokes and Lance Miles.
Yeah.
And then I've got another one, Ricky Nelson, 84 years old today.
Chief, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Chief. Man.
We're also getting reports of this noise that happened out on 494. Folks are saying they heard that explosion over Newton also today. So what was it that happened?
Wow, because I mean, it's that far from Newton.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. The baby duck said the ducklings will be 10 in 10 days. Them twin boys is growing up. I keep up with them, and they playing all kind of baseball.
Yeah, I bet so.
And she's got a birthday coming up, and her brother's got a birthday coming up. Yeah.
Big ones. Now, yesterday morning, we did sadly have to report, and we didn't talk a whole lot about it, but we did have a loss of life in Lauderdale County on Dr. Brock Road. It was a mobile home that caught fire that someone was not able to get out of. And we pass sincere condolences to the family members of this situation and what happened on that road. Our heart breaks for you. We understand.
Yeah, it's terrible getting that news, and just prayers go out. I know the family. It's just hate to hear that kind of stuff.
Now, our next big story is here. Now, this is, I can't imagine being in a situation like this, but you hear it all the time. If someone is accused of something, you go to court, and that's why I always say when this comes up, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So many times you're proven guilty by your peers before you even make it to court. Y'all know what I mean by that. But a former Meridian police officer has been cleared of 17 counts, as we posted this last night. Daryl Thompson, all clear, 17 of those. And what they were accusing him was of allegedly falsifying timesheets. Well, the court didn't see it that way. He was cleared of everything. So congratulations. That's got to be a load off, whether you're innocent, guilty, whatever the case is. That cannot be a good feeling to be sitting there waiting for 12 people to decide, and you know that you're innocent of it,
and hope that you did
present your case good.
The truth will be told. So we have issues with money and hiring officers and where money's going to come from. Now, in the past, I think there was like 4 officers that were charged with crimes, and this is the last one of the 4, which every one of them came back found innocent. The other 3 had back pay, everything else that was due to them. Are we going to get the same thing for Officer Thompson?
That's a good question.
And if so, I mean, this is due. He from the day he left because of this falsified charge till today, tomorrow, whenever.
Yeah,
somebody
right.
owes this man a paycheck.
You're absolutely right.
So where are they going to get this money from?
Something to think about. But you got to put yourself in their place. You've got a job and you're accused of something, and you want your money. It interrupted your livelihood.
With his family and everything else.
We'll watch this case closely and see what becomes of it.
Yeah.
We'll reach out to the city. I'm not sure that I'll get an answer, but I'll still reach out and see if we can get an answer on this. Of where does this go? Most likely, in cases like this, I'll be told that, well, we can't comment on this because it's a litigation. Anytime an attorney gets involved, people just will not talk because anything you say can and
will be used against you.
Yeah, I expect that to be said. So we'll see what happens. This may be settled in court later. We don't know. There's a lot we don't know about this, but we do know that an innocent man was cleared. And so many times, and I want to point this out, so many times something is brought up, and y'all know this nationwide. Remember the guy Jewel that was accused in Atlanta of doing something? Well, he was innocent. But the news media never put it out of, wait a minute, we were wrong. He's innocent. And I think any time that someone is proven innocent, that you should go, he's cleared. And I think we all need to know that.
Yeah, and maybe we can reach out to him and see if he wants to kind of keep us.
Yeah, keep us up.
Went through, and now somebody asked, was it the current police chief? No, this has been going on for a couple of years. And I don't know if it was the police chief, but we also got another one. Where's Linderman?
Was involved in that.
And I think Linderman was the one who really started
the paperwork on it.
The paperwork on it and everything else that went with it. And I had heard some things, a couple years ago of why. And in my eyes, I'm sitting here going, that wasn't illegal. What he did was not wrong at all, but I'm still not 100% if that's what it was. So I don't want to comment on that.
But we do know that an innocent man has been cleared. That is what is good out of this. We got more coming up. Y'all don't rush off. 7:20 already.
Let's see. It's fast.
It is. We'll be right back.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
Same old sound, and no one's answering. Vote for change. Vote Ben Shirley, District 81 representative, on August 8th. Ben will answer the phone. Ben will get answers in Jackson for District 81. Ben will create jobs and promote economic development for East Mississippi.
I'm Ben Shirley, and I'm asking for your vote in the August 8th Republican primary.
Vote Ben, District 81, August 8th. Paid for by Ben Shirley.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie as we bring you the stories that happen in our community each day. We found this out yesterday afternoon, and I understand I wasn't at the situation or know exactly what was going on, but the Meridian Police Department was helping with a dog bite yesterday afternoon. They were there with, what do you call the department, the animal control?
Animal control, yeah.
Something got out of hand, and a officer had to fire their arm, discharge their firearm at a dog that was apparently coming at them. We don't know the condition or how that story ended, but It was one dog bite. We don't know how the rest of the situation turned out, but a weapon was discharged at an animal yesterday that was vicious, is the way it was worded.
Wow. And English said, what was the explosion? We still don't know 100%.
Right.
We're still trying to find that part out.
Odie, you been bit by a dog?
I have not.
I've been bit twice by German Shepherds each time as a kid.
Well, no, I mean, I've been play bit, but as far as that dog getting mad, yeah, she just nibbles. So, but as far as the dog getting mad at me, but my mama, Charlene, to vouch for this. My mama had a dog that was so blooming mean.
Didn't like you?
It hated me and Charlene. It'd bite us all the time. And she said, I've been chased by a three-legged dog. That's the fastest I've ever run in my life.
A three-legged dog after you?
Yes. And that dog, I'm thinking, well, he's mean. He's going to get after me. And he started kind of coming to me, and I said, well, heck, he ain't got but 3 legs. But that dude caught it. I said,
he had well adapted.
I got to go. Yes,
he was
well
not
adapted.
handicapped anymore.
Yeah.
Y'all be careful there.
Yeah, but that dog used to eat us up as a kid. But
boy, we had a situation, you don't hear this a lot. Yes. You ever been, I can see how it can happen. You have a problem on the side of the road, you get out and you forget to put your car in park.
It does happen.
Go to jack up your car, and what happens? Whoop, it rolls over you, flop.
Yeah.
And then you're hurt. That's what we had yesterday afternoon as we go to mile marker 142. This would happen on the side of the interstate there. They were rushed to the hospital as the car rolled over them. And, you can't be too safe when changing tires or anything like this. Park on a hill. And another dangerous thing, as we're talking about being where you can harm yourself, never, ever, ever try to load a tractor on an incline onto a trailer. It will pick the rear end of the truck up and it will go yonder way. Yeah. I've seen that happen several times.
I've seen some videos of it.
Foop. Then it's a big mess. Then you got to explain that to the insurance company and your wife. And anytime that anything goes up in there, it's going to move. Them front tires do not halt. It's your back tires that hold it when loading trailers.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so we hope they're okay. We don't know the condition of them after they left the scene there.
Yeah.
So we want to do that.
Oh, look here.
What we got?
We've got a good one now. Johnette Buchanan.
What'd she say?
100 years old today.
Wow.
Happy
Joetta.
birthday.
Joetta, that's
Is that it, Joetta?
Joetta Buchanan.
All right, that was an E. I think the prescription's done run out.
Well, I can't see no better than you can, so I don't know what. As me and Odie get older, I don't know what we're going to do.
I ain't got a clue.
We're going to have readers with cue cards in the back. That's why them people got all those teleprompters.
Yeah, so they can see. That's
not us.
We got to get a bigger staff before we get that.
Yeah, we're working on that.
We got 40,000 reporters. What else do we want?
We got actually more than that.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Let's see. Laura Boland having a birthday today. Hope you have a great one. We're also getting work. This is the final week as we pull this up as we go to Donna Jill down at the courthouse to make sure that you've registered to vote for the August primary election. This is the last week that you can do that. So get in, get registered so you can be a part of choosing the right people that represent you. Yes. All of us. We got to do that.
Do your studies. Y'all had to do studying in school. Y'all know how to do it. So find out about these people. See which ones really meet what your ideals are. And that's who you need to vote for.
That's correct.
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back. More on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie as we start this early Thursday morning, folks. It is early. It'll be okay, though.
Hello, I am Justin J.J. Anders, and I'm running for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. Many of you may know me from the UPS store, which I owned and operated for over 13 years. I'm a family man and a businessman. The Board of Supervisors is the business board of Lauderdale County. I have the business background and experience needed to be a valued member of this board. I am financially conservative and believe we should live within our means. I am Justin J.J. Anders, and I'm asking for your vote for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. from 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigerator. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. Oh, we're back.
Nope. Here we go. And it's Johnetta.
And I would not have known that.
So we apologize.
Yeah, they didn't teach that over at Northeast.
West Lauderdale didn't get it.
They didn't get that class either.
No.
We're working on it, though.
We're trying to get there. We still can't see.
Let's go back to 1925. And I'm sure you've heard this before.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna rock around the clock tonight. Anybody remember the guy named Bill Haley and the Comets?
And the Comets.
He was born on this date, 1925. So if you've ever heard that, he's not the. Did he do a Christmas song too?
I don't know.
No. Maybe not. But rock around.
I was trying to shake, rattle, and roll.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
Rock the joint. He was always doing some rocking, wasn't he?
He sure was.
See you later, alligator.
I want to say he passed away in his 50s. Died, sat down on his edge of his bed and had a heart attack or something, and just like that was gone. Let me show you somebody that I think you know.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do the dueling banjo sound?
I don't know.
Anybody remember Burt Reynolds in a little movie there called... There it is. Ned Beatty celebrating his 37th birthday. No, he's actually
he was born in 37.
He's actually passed away since then. Rump row.
Yeah, it's okay. It's early in the morning. Friday's tomorrow.
I had birthday on my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
He was born in 37.
You can tell we don't have a script.
No, we don't. Little accidents happen there. But Deliverance was the movie that I'm talking about as they went down the swampland there, and he said, hey, boy, well, I'll leave that alone. Y'all know how that line went there. Being embarrassed somebody.
Y'all still be saying that line.
Yeah, 1940, this guy never listened to a thing that they've ever done, but so many of you did. The Beatles. Ringo Starr was born on this date back in 40. Were you a big fan of these?
I liked them. I didn't follow them too much. But they were good.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and so Miss LaWanda says rocking around the Christmas tree.
Well, that's Brenda Lee, yeah. And probably that's what I had in my head there. 1946, y'all remember this iconic picture. George W. Bush was born, but this is the picture that you remember him standing in ground zero there that day with that bullhorn. And he was a leader through a very, very tough time that our nation went through.
He was. He's got his faults, but
he does.
He stood up there for America for sure.
Boy, this was on July 4th, and as an American, you can't help but pause and go, oh, yeah. Rocky Balboa, weighing 202 pounds. Sylvester Stallone, born in 1946, and one of those rags to riches stories of a guy that had a dream, who had a story that wrote it, wouldn't sell out, held on to his dream, and made it. Would go on to produce such major shows as Rambo and Ride 'em All. Now,
had some good shows.
Tell me this. I've never understood this. Rocky, all the movies, he had a son in that. But at the end of it, instead of doing the next generation of Rocky, his son, they went to Creed. Reckon what the direction was on that. I would have thought they went with his son.
I figured so, but I guess his son was, one of those. How many people actually follow in the footsteps?
Oh, a lot.
And that's what I'm.
But it didn't happen.
Creed's son did.
Yeah.
But he went with Creed's son. That's a good one. Maybe we can get the producers to explain that.
Yeah, we'll ask. 1949, one of those Charlie's Angels girls was born. There was a bunch of them after Farrah left the show.
Yeah.
But as we'll show you, this was Shelley Hack. This one right here on the left.
I did watch Charlie's Angels.
Who didn't? You couldn't help but. It was Farrah.
Exactly.
And no matter who filled the part, they were blonde. You still thought, that's Farrah.
It still worked.
It did, for many years.
Yes.
Let's see what else happened today. 1950. Did you ever watch 8 is Enough?
A couple of times and just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Charlene made me watch it.
That was her show.
Yeah.
Well, Grant, he was the oldest son on the show there on 8 is Enough. That one back there in the back, right there. That's who he was. Okay, enough about him. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
William Faulkner. I think most of us know him as one of the greatest writers that hit it. 1962, he passed away on this date. And I'm sure it wasn't his birthday. I got it together now. I know what I'm doing.
That'll work. We've caught up.
We're on it. 1975, I only know this guy because Debbie told me I needed to know who he was. Because she kept yelling, 50 cents, and I was going, where's my $50 at? 50 cents. 50. He was born today in 1975.
Dang, he's younger than we are.
He is, and I couldn't tell you a single thing he sings. Can you?
No.
Okay, he wasn't riding dirty.
He just called me a dollar.
1977, a new movie would come out, would have Roger Moore in it, and hit theaters tonight as The Spy Who Loved Me was in theaters today.
I could deal with him coming in after Sean Connery, but now after him, I hadn't been really impressed.
I have not
with
either.
Many Bonds.
The newest one really doesn't fit the look.
No.
Even Pierce Bronson even looked more like Roger Moore or fit the part.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
what was the show that had The Rock in it where he's in high school? He calls this guy up and says, hey, you remember me from high school? And the guy goes, yeah, I barely do.
And he shows up at his house?
Yeah. What was the name of that movie? He was funny. He was an FBI agent.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was the co-star of that movie, and this guy is funny. He was born in 1979. And for the life of me, I can't think of what that movie is.
But we have some intelligent commentary watching, so somebody will give us that.
The movie, and boy, as a kid, we watched this during the 70s, the Jetsons, everything that was going to become of the future. Well, they did make a national movie out of it in 90. It premiered at the theaters on this day back in 90. I didn't go see it. It was one of those that, well, that's okay.
Oh well.
Yeah. 1991, as a guy was trying to get his career going, he would come along in 89, has a lot of close ties to Mississippi. Marty Gamlin, where are you at? He would be a part of this guy's future. And song titles sometimes happen. They stick in your head. You're in a local restaurant eating after a show that ended at 3 a.m. and you've put in and played a George Jones song and somebody bumps it. This was back in the day when you had to play records, and somebody bumps it, and it makes the record skip. And you lean up from your grits, and you go, don't rock the jukebox. Well, that stuck with him, as it would become a #1 song on this day back in 91 for George. For Alan.
For Alan.
George actually was in the video to it, if you remember. I want to hear some Jones.
Well, I'll have to go, go back and look. But Baby Duck said Central Intelligence.
That was it. That was a great movie. If y'all ever watched it, it's funny.
It's funny.
It is funny. 1994, this ranks as one of the probably top 5 movies.
Oh, yeah. I mean, awesome storyline. The whole 9 yards.
Yep. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Mama said.
And I had somebody to me the other day go, what does that mean? And I thought, you obviously have never opened a box of chocolates before.
Just stick around.
Where is the caramel? Because the rest of this stuff is awful.
Yeah. And Tom Hanks, personally, but as an actor,
he's great.
You got to give him his due from everything, from Big to this,
the Green Mile,
the Green Mile, to the Captain. What's his name?
Must have missed that one.
Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah. You remember when he got
the jet, the airplane? No,
when he got kidnapped.
He did.
And they stuck him in a boat with the 2 captors.
Missed that one.
And the SEALs went and killed the 2 and saved him. True story.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sully. the airplane thing. He done
And
a great job.
Great
of that.
in that. Castaway. He was good in that. Go back and watch Captain Phillips. True story that happened, and he portrayed the captain.
In my world as a child, I grew up maybe differently, and that's probably why I look the way I do. I was represented by cowboys. They always seemed to be the good guys, and I always wanted to be a good guy. I had to watch it every night. When Gunsmoke come on, I'd get my cap guns, and I'd watch Matt. Well, this is the king of the Cowboys as we lost the best of this day in 1998. I don't care who you are, you've most likely heard of Roy.
Oh, yeah.
Outside
now,
of
where's
that,
his stuffed horse at?
I don't know what happened because the museum closed after his death. I don't know where it ended up. Maybe someone knows. But Trigger is out there somewhere today.
Yeah.
He was always a great movie star up until that one time he sold some encyclopedias to Clint Black's mama. We lost another great one. Jed Clampett would pass away on this date. Barnaby Jones, as a lot of you knew him. Buddy Epson passed away on this date back in 03. Can you believe that?
Golly, 03, 20 years ago.
It has been. What a great guy he was also. We also lost a legend, a gentleman among gentlemen on this date back in 2020. He would go into something they thought was just going to be something simple at the hospital, and we would lose Charlie Daniels on this date. I'm telling you, a Christian man all the way to the end. He was a good guy. We lost one more person today. If you ever watched Elf, you know who I'm talking about. He was the dad that played the part. He died last year on this date. James Caan.
He's played in a bunch of stuff.
He has.
But that was a funny one that he played in.
Most definitely there. Gene Ulmer, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. We're coming right back. We got so much more to talk about. We had some boo-boos happen in town yesterday. We're going to show you a few examples of those in just a moment.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
I'm Devin Snowden, Republican candidate for District 1 Supervisor, Lauderdale County. I'm 6th generation Snowden to call this home. This is where I'm raising my family, where I work and serve the landowners of this area, and where we play. I want Lauderdale County to continue to call home. If elected, I'll do my best to make Lauderdale County its best. Please vote for me, Devin Snowden, on August 8th. And remember, I'm not just any candidate, I'm your neighbor.
Paid for by the campaign to elect Devin Snowden.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taking on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Stihl's zero-turn mowers are here. Real Stihl. Find yours.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. We both have our coffee. Mine's getting really low. And Odie, I hate to complain here, but I ran out of my brand of coffee 2 days ago, and I hadn't been able to get it over here. And this has been tough drinking whatever this is.
This is.
I'm spoiled.
My trusty old mug, and it keeps it going for me.
Hey, you know, the robberies have gotten so bad here when we show up live on scene to the latest bank robberies, we first yell out, "Who's ordering pizza this time?" We're all there at the same time.
Yeah, whose turn is it?
Whose turn to buy pizza? I was traveling along yesterday, and this is where we have to be careful in traffic. Let me explain what this was about. Let me show you this picture here. This happened yesterday. What this is a scaffold where you'd go up in the air. It was, if you'll see, it has a tongue there. It was being pulled by a pickup truck. Someone cut them off, and they had to swerve to miss, and it turned it over. It swiveled behind the truck and blocked traffic for a few moments. So be cautious when in traffic if somebody's pulling something. Now, the good thing about that is it never came unhooked from the truck. Even though it flipped, it never come unhooked. It was tight on there. They'll have to replace a couple of things on it, but could have been a lot worse. No one was injured.
Man.
But those safety chains cross them.
You know, we talked about that. That's safety chain is on the side, and you don't hook it straight onto the same side that chain is. You've got to cradle that tongue.
If it comes loose, the object is for. If you ever watched the videos or trained on this, it falls down and it'll stay on the vehicle.
Yep.
Until you got your trailer overloaded and you accidentally unhook it and it rolls backwards and breaks the chains off. I've had that happen.
Hey, yeah. Just don't slam on brakes. Just let off the accelerator and it'll stop with you.
Whoo, we had a boo-boo in Meridian, Mississippi yesterday.
Marion staying busy. Chief over there now, I like Chief. That's my buddy.
Yes, sir, Bob. This was a case of a, sideways kind of swipe there. Nobody was hurt, but it's what we call a fender bender in Meridian as they rushed to the scene to make sure everybody was okay. Not a bad little outing there. We had a situation yesterday, pretty big situation in Lauderdale, Mississippi. We don't know where little Joe is, but he was hurrying to the scene to try to find his horse.
He don't belong there.
Nope. And as everybody was pointing out over this hill, that could have been dangerous, topping that, not being able to stop.
Yeah, and if you're in a little car, you can take the legs out from under that horse, and that horse come in on the car with you. So, and you got to be careful. You're in a big truck, you hit the horse.
That's right.
But you don't want to take the legs out from underneath it.
We had an incident yesterday in Jasper County, a 3-car pileup in Jasper County. Our friends that are watching from there this morning. Wow. This would be at the intersection of Highway 15 and Highway 12. This would be south of Montrose, right down in there is where that happened. So no major injuries, but still it kind of blocked up traffic there at Highway 12 for a little while. And we had another fender bender in Clark County. Whoa. Here we go. 45 south there. County Road 345 yesterday afternoon. Highway Patrol had ride down. They're frequent flyers there in Clark County on 45.
45's got some hot spots that are going through there. And talking about wrecks and accidents, Baby Duck said, be mindful of motorcycles.
Yes, sir.
It's warm, it's hot. People want to get out and about on a motorcycle, so y'all definitely keep your eyes out for that.
Also, during hot weather, be mindful of an upset wife. They can hurt you.
It's only when the power goes out.
Ooh, my
While
wife's
you're
upset.
out playing in the rain.
Yeah, I ain't got that generator fixed yet. Ooh, that woman's mad at me. I'm going to call. I tried to call. Can't get nobody to come fix it.
That's bad.
It is. Hey, let me tell you some girls that were extremely nice to me yesterday. I want to say hello to them. As I drove through it, I saw my friends over at Chick-fil-A yesterday. They were really, really sweet, and a big thank you to all the girls. They are always so nice and polite when you go through the line. It's always good to recognize people when they go above and beyond to be nice to you, and they don't have to be.
Yeah, I mean, that right there, they're showing you that when you pull up to a drive-through restaurant and somebody on the other end of that menu goes, yeah, what you want? And you sit there thinking, okay, I didn't get a, hey, welcome to so-and-so, may I take your order? They don't care. And people say, well, people don't want to work and that's all the people you can get. Well, that was proof that it's not, because they demand a certain amount of service. And when you show up over there, well, they talk about you and your name, and they put your order in, and next thing you know, you drive around and they call you by name, give you your food, say thank you, and we appreciate it. And if you demand high-quality employees, you'll get high-quality employees.
There you go. Oh, I just got to... And I'm going to go back because, I kind of keep up what's going on in Meridian, but I just got a text here. Sleeping in the medium, we've got folks sleeping in the middle of the medium.
Out in the middle of the road.
Yep, that is, and again, this is, I want everybody to understand, we're not picking on people, because I've had a lot of people go, well, you're picking, no, I'm not. We cannot have this in the middle of town that represents our city. It is our appearance. We literally, right now, I-20, North Frontage Road, right in front of Holiday Inn. They're not staying in Holiday Inn. They're sleeping in the grass in the front of that in the median. It's not safe. Someone could be hurt. This bottom line. So maybe someone from the city can send someone over and get this corrected. There's a lot of, well, there's no other way to word, trash involved with this also. they've built a little hut, so to speak, in the middle of this on the interstate there.
And there's places they can stay. But they've got to follow rules. There's the thing. You've got to follow certain rules if you're going to stay somewhere in a shelter for free. And these people don't want to even follow those rules. That's their choice. He didn't just lose everything because of something that just happened. That's a choice.
It is.
I talk to these people a lot. I've known these types. That's what these people want. They do not want to be in a shelter. They do not want to be in a home. They want to be just like that.
I had somebody else try to tell me the other day, well, you're picking on them, and these are harmless people. Tell that to the man who was stabbed like 8 times in the chest in his store by a homeless man.
Yep.
Explain that to him. More on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie as we start this. And again, we're just trying to protect you and let you know what's going on here, there, and everywhere around the town. We'll be right back with more as we bring you a Thursday morning. Dr. John Line and Dr. Jennifer Dooley have expanded their services when Dr. Cook retired last year. Advanced Vision Center is located on the 5th floor of Anderson's Medical Tower. Now, they bring experience in the most advanced technology to the Meridian area. Whether it's your first visit or you've been putting off that exam, and all of your text messages are blurry now. Advanced Vision Center knows how important your eyes are to you. After all, they are your windows to the world. Call today for an appointment. 601-553-2100.
Hi there, I'm Chris Bullock, a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. I'm out going door to door, getting my message out directly to voters. I want Lauderdale County to be the best place in Mississippi to live, work, and raise your family. I'm the most qualified candidate. I ask for your prayers, and on August 8th, I humbly ask for your vote.
Paid political by friends of Chris Bullock.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back. Good morning as we head toward the top of the hour, 7:52. Let's talk about a good friend of ours. Word and a handshake is everything. What I mean by that is Chet. Yeah. That's what this is about. When you visit Chet, you're going to have your car done right. And you don't have to have it on paper because he stands behind what he says. Mm-hmm. If you want your car done right, no dents, no dings, and you want it to match, there's nothing worse than walking out of a store and looking out there and there's 3 cars and, well, yours is two-tone.
Yeah, and it's not supposed to be.
That's right. They got color matching, and they're really good at what they do. Visit with them today. Drop by. They'll give you a free estimate and walk you through all this. They'll handle all that insurance work, get you a car to drive with your insurance company, line it all up. Pretty simple. They'll do it for you. Again, that's Chet's Paint and Body. You'll find them in Center Hill. They'll do the rest for you. You won't have any worries.
You know, known him since school, and just overall, that's a good guy.
It is. It really is.
And he definitely... That's a passion that he has. It's not just his job. That's a passion.
I think if it was down to it, he'd split his last Twinkie with me if I asked him for it.
Yeah, he would. He's that good of a guy.
I don't know if Odie would give me that Twinkie or not.
I might not give you half of it. I'll give you a bite.
I want to share this picture.
You can't keep that right there by sharing Twinkies.
You got to protect what's yours.
That's right.
We had a picture shared with us, Odie. And this is just absolutely gorgeous that I wanted everybody to see. This is from Meridian Keyfield is where this is. Scott sent this in to us. And y'all look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
That's beautiful.
It is.
Man.
God's work all in the background there.
Yeah.
I really like that picture. As always, if you run up on those pictures, let us know what you see. We like to share those as well there.
That is something. So we're going on. Scotty Ray's going for 3 in a row.
What we're going for?
The Reader's Choice Award.
Rana posted that a minute ago.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank y'all to y'all. It is very humbling to be nominated. I've been nominated for Man of the Year up against Chris Reed. Oh, Lord. Chris Reed. Here I come, Chris.
Watch out.
But it is very humbling, and I do appreciate that. And TV personality, thank y'all so much for doing that. I think is the voting open, or are they still nominating?
I think the vote is open.
Okay.
I think the nominations are done, and I think now is voting. But now you've done this. This is the Meridian Star Reader's Choice Award.
Right.
But you have made it all the way up to the Country Music
Association.
CMAs.
CMAs.
The CMAs that you see on TV, and you had to wear a tux to that, didn't you?
It was very humbling. 3 times of a little small Meridian, Mississippi, of radio announcer of the year being nominated, and it gets down to 5 people in the United States. It's way cool to stand backstage at the Grand Ole Opry and be nominated for something like that.
Yeah.
Can't thank y'all enough. Y'all have been so kind to me through the years of things of that nature. And we're just plain spoken, tell you how it is, and people seem to like that. So thank y'all so much for that. Appreciate it a whole lot there.
Well, you've done a lot. So, and that goes to show you've got 2 of them already.
Woo! Let's see
just
what
from
happens.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 in a row. Let's get it done for Scotty Ray.
They've passed this in Jackson, the city council. I don't think it's doing any good, but it's a nice thought to where if it's a gas station that's open 24 hours, you got to have security there 24/7. Maybe this is a step in the right direction for Jackson. Maybe that needs to be done for Meridian. That's what the steps that are happening in Jackson. As we know, crime is bad there.
And you can't just have somebody standing there. You've got to have somebody that's willing to protect you and your business.
Right.
So get a company that is dedicated to doing that job and doing that job well.
Right. Odie's part-time.
Yeah. Not
that ain't for me.
That ain't. I don't do
A
that.
man has got to know his limitations in life, and well, I wouldn't be good at that. Already, Odie, look at our time. What has happened?
Man, here we are. We're back down to 12 seconds. We love you. Friday's coming tomorrow. We miss you. We enjoyed you being here. Thank you for being here with us. We'll see you in 23 hours. Have a great day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: